What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, growing in zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. So, I checked on my indoor plants as I usually do. And my pepper plants have some white speckles on it, which I believe are aphids. So, if you ever look at your plants and they have some white specks on it, then that's probably aphids. Don't panic. Aphids are something that happens. I've never gotten them on the inside of my house like that, but here we are. So I've been having all kind of issues, you guys, with the garden. Now I guess the new issue is aphids. So I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see what this looks like, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. So here are my pepper plants. I got these from Home Depot. They are infested with aphids. You may not be able to see that on these plants, but I will lift the undersides of the leaves and try to zoom into the camera so that you can see what they look like. So I don't know if that's zooming in or not, but if it is, you'll see some like white speckled things on the leaves, and that's aphids. It's likely in the soil and on the stems. So you know what that tells me? That it's time to almost get these plants outside, which they're already hardened off because those I got from Home Depot, and I don't need to harden them off. So it's two things that I'm gonna do for these aphids, and I'm just gonna preface by saying this here gardening season is already testing my patience, but I'm gonna persevere anyway and keep it moving. So I'm gonna give, first of all, I'm gonna give my peppers a good blast, just like this. Let me point this camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Need something stronger than that. So go ahead and soak these peppers down. Yeah, they taking a beating. That's all right. I soaked them down that way, and I'm going to soak them down on the tops as well, like this, because aphids are soft-bodied insects, and they will fall right off. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is soak them down. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this and inspect these leaves like this. I'm going to go ahead and inspect them. Yes, a few of my leaves are ripped, but that's okay. If I see any that are truly damaged, then I will go ahead and take those off. But the undersides of the leaves look good. Make sure you inspect when you look at it. Look at your stems. Make sure you didn't miss any aphids on your stems, and that's what you do. So I'm gonna let them dry off. I'm gonna do this one. This one has it too, right there in the middle. Not too bad on the underside, but some on the stem. So I'm gonna go ahead, turn this on, and I'm gonna give it a good blast. Uh-oh, I dropped it. So you might want to hold on to your stem if you're gonna do this. And I'm gonna just give it a good rinse, just like that. Now, That one looks good. No more aphids. And, you know, in the process, it got a good water. I'm checking the undersides of the leaves. And so that one is clean. So that's that one. And then my tomato plant, do you see how it looks like the leaves are curling? Down here, this leaf is curling, it's curling. Guess what? I'm gonna pull that off. I'm gonna pull this one off. Just like that. I'm gonna throw those away. And then I'm gonna inspect the rest. The rest looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rinse, just like I did with the peppers. And then after I do all of that, guys, I'm gonna apply some neem oil. So, just like this, turn this on, give it a little blast. Yes, it's harsh, but I promise you, your plants will survive. They will survive. I'm even holding this one upside down to make sure that I get the underside of the leaves. We'll go ahead and, I said, okay, I got the undersides of the leaf. I'll go ahead and inspect it. It looks clear. Make sure you look really good. I'm gonna sit it over here so it can dry off. And each one I do like that. So this one, I'm not quite sure what's wrong with it. It looks somewhat diseased. Not somewhat diseased, it looks diseased. I have to research that one and see what's up with it. This one doesn't have aphids on it. It looks okay. No, it's got some aphids on it. This banana sweet pepper here, if you look on the undersides of the leaves, I'll show you. I'm going to lay that down. If you look on the undersides of these leaves, this is all like bumped and diseased and bubbled up. This plant here, let me show you again. Maybe it didn't zoom in. See how that looks? I don't know. That I haven't seen that before. So maybe it's a disease, maybe it's not. But the bottom leaves do not look like that. So what I'm gonna do is pinch off the diseased leaves, and then I'm gonna treat this plant with a peroxide mix. I gotta do some research on what that is though, but whatever it is, I don't like it. Well, I could have left that one on. They didn't really have it. And so for this plant, I'm gonna pinch that off just like this. If you notice, I opted not to use my pruners because then I would have to wash them. I'm just gonna pinch it off like that. So now that plant looks okay. I know that was harsh. I know it looks, you know, spindly or whatever, but it will survive. It will be all right. So, you know, I just wanted to pop on real quick, show you guys how I treat some diseases that pop up in my garden. I'm not going to overlove my plants. I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to deal with it, treat it. These plants will bounce back and move on. So I'll check the rest of my plants in my basement to see if they're okay. And then, you know, this week I'm going to be planting up, y'all. All right, y'all stay tuned. Glad I was able to pop on and get out in your yard. It's nice outside. Bye for now.